Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your
Weekday
ear.
morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Special guest in the building. F-A-B-O, L-O, U-S.
The young OG.
Fabulous.
Yeah, cute. And we got a Christmas card.
Yeah, I brought a Christmas card. I come with a little gift, but some kind of gift.
Just one card, Fab?
Yeah, we're going to share it.
It's for the Breakfast
It's
Club.
the Breakfast Club.
What does the card even say?
It just says,
it
all he did was sign his name. It says, Happy Holidays. It's from the Young OG. This is his album cover.
Jesus Christ, you came here with a bottle or something.
And then he put, download my ish on the back.
Yeah, that's just in case anybody else look at it.
Fab, you couldn't even put no heart like love,
Damn,
Fab.
Not even a gift card to be
I wasn't putting a heart because it's two other dudes.
You love Envy and Charlamagne, too.
I got love.
Yeah, but you can't put a heart. Like, if he was to send me a heart emoji on the phone, I'd be like, yo, I screenshot it and be like, yo, you see what Fab just did?
I don't like heart emojis. I don't even like K. Like, I don't like dudes answering K.
Absolutely not.
Right.
It sounds a little funny.
That's Envy line. He love putting K.
Yeah, Envy do
He'll
put K a
K
lot.
with dots, like K dot dot
I'm
dot.
driving, so I have to put the letter K. I'm driving, all right?
Just call me.
I just start thinking of how you say K.
Yeah.
Like K.
No, it's K.
K.
It's K.
Okay, Envy.
Now, you with Rock Nation now.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Shout out to the.
What do you think they can do for you that's been missing from your situation?
I just, they've always been family, and they've built the rapport in the game, as far as, working with the top artists and building brands with those artists.
Push the mic on closer to yeah, there you go.
That's what I thought that, Rock Nation could help me with is helping build my brand. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing what I've been doing for a long time, so I don't think they are going to step forward and make me somebody that I'm not. But I think they do handle their business well, and I think they brand artists a little bit. So
I'm sure that could have been happened, though, because, Lenny has been your guy for a long time.
Yeah, Lenny Yes has been, that's why I said they've been family, because they've been there, and, even Jay, and any way that, their team could help out, they've already, done. So it just kind of made it official,
How long has it been, though? Because I thought you were Rock Nation for a while now, but it seems like it was just released recently.
I mean, I was kind of over there, but it was, it was still going through the procedures a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had a prior situation. Just working out the kinks of it, and now it just was the right time. It was also releasing a project, so it just seemed like it was the right time to announce everything.
Now, why are you releasing the project on Christmas? Usually you do a mixtape around Christmas time.
Right. That's pretty much where it stemmed from. You know what I mean? I usually let a project go, and people have got, they, expect it. Like, I'm a bad guy if I don't give them something.
For Christmas.
For the holidays or Christmas. So, I was working on the album, and, these flips started coming where it was, 90s influenced or inspired, or a complete flip of a 90s joint, and there's so many of them that it became almost a little project. So that's where the Young OG project came from.
Now, did you start doing this after you had that 90s theme party? Did you get the idea that night or
way
before?
before that.
Nah, it was before we started. It came as an idea before that, but the party was kind of like a little organic tool to make the wave. You know what I'm saying? So you to see it, and it could come, and it wouldn't look like it was out of nowhere.
Now
So the album is going to be digital only, right?
Yeah, for
first.
now. I think they might do a hard copy release too, because there's actually songs that weren't able to get cleared. So we're trying to work on those and get them for the.
Now you're really in character with this. You bought a old 8 Series.
Yeah, I bought the 850.
That was the 850.
The old BMW. Remember the old BMW 850?
Tell me don't know nothing about cars.
You probably seen it drive by.
You probably seen, you know what I'm saying? The drug dealers are dope
Drug dealer
boys.
special, yeah.
Charlamagne
South
got a car from the
Carolina,
80s
man.
you can have, or 90s you can have.
I got a 2004 Escalade
Oh, yeah.
with 20,000
I ain't
miles.
see that Escalade in at least 2 years now, bro.
It's here.
No, it's
I
not.
drive it every
Do
day.
you keep it as a symbolic token of
And that's all I can
comfort?
afford. I can't do it.
That's not true,
I
but
can't do any
Damn
better.
it
right.
actually is really bad for the environment. And I was standing outside one day in the parking garage, and I couldn't breathe.
They
so
turn
much
that car
fumes
on?
coming out.
Crazy.
So how much does a Beamer like that cost nowadays?
It's not that much. It's probably, close to 10 grand or something like that. Like, it's not that.
You actually drive it, or you just drove it to the
He
store?
drives it. I seen him
drove
drive it.
I drove it a bunch of times, actually. It was like my dream car back then, too. So it was like another, it was, it wasn't having it when it was, 100 grand, but it was still like, you accomplished something by, always doing what you wanted to do kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I saw the trailer that you did for the Young OG project based on the King of New York.
Yeah.
And I saw that you said that you wouldn't say you are a King of New York. Because sometimes it causes controversy to say the King of New York.
It's a thing that it's like a barbershop conversation where everybody sits around and says who's the King of New York and who's this and who's that. And I don't think that's, that was one thing that always, to me, kept New York fighting within each other. Is trying to figure out who is the king of New York, and some people would say Jay, and some people would say Nas or Diddy or whoever, you know what I'm saying, or Biggie, or you know what I'm saying. It was just so, but those all those guys are kings within themselves, and happen to be from New York. So I feel like you can be a king of New York and without having to make the argument of the king of New York.
Yeah, I saw your name mentioned a lot in the top 5 conversation. When Chris Rock did the whole top 5 movie, and then they did the top 5 rappers, and a lot of people put you in their top 5.
Well, that's dope because I get left. I feel like I get left out of that until somebody hears a verse or something that they, Fab be spitting or something like that. I don't feel like I'm always on people's mind. Maybe it's a little bit of myself too because I don't like to. You
don't like to put yourself out there because you could have said, "I am the King of New York. I've been doing this. I'm the young OG."
I could say that, yeah.
But instead, you're like, "I'm one of the kings."
It's a lot of self-proclaimed kings too. So that's another reason why I ain't want to do the King of New York thing because I think the people kind of, when people were saying Biggie was kind of the King of New York, it was because he embodied it. Like it was no way around it. You know what I'm saying? Now people just say they're a king just to say it kind of thing.
And it's all based off lyricism, though. Like, Diddy put himself in the mix because it's not based off his lyrics. It's based off of what he's accomplished.
And how big he has been for the city of New York. You know what I'm saying? I think, and that's a little bit what goes into play, too. It's lyrics, it's what you've done, it's, the moves you've made. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys in New York that are hot, but you wouldn't put them in a king category because, it's, it takes more than even a year of hotness to be the king in that situation.
Have you wrote a Diddy slap Drake bar yet? Because you're good with that kind of stuff. You're
I'm
good
with
current
the current
affairs.
the current event bars. But I haven't. Both of those guys are friends of mine, man. And I really don't know. Not that would keep me from making a bar about it, but I just ain't really touch on it yet. Like I still don't know a lot of information, and I still could go at it though.
You feel like you're underrated still? That people don't respect Fabolous?
I think. Like I just said, I feel like it's not always on the top of people's head, but I think when here and there they get reminders and then they pop out.
But why is that? Why isn't that though?
I don't know, because maybe I'm not as gimmicky or like maybe I'm not as outspoken or you know what I'm saying. I let my work and what I do, speak for me more so than me bragging about what I do.
We always tell Fab that you're very laid back, and sometimes it could be a little detrimental as far as you putting yourself out there. You said before you don't like to ask people to get on songs so much, and
Yeah, because it's. I mean, I like to build relationships with people, and then when you do a song, the relationship is there. Sometimes in this generation, like. People will just hit you up because they like hot. You don't even really know them or ask you to do something. It's just the same. Forget a song. Just asking somebody to do something that you don't know. It's just like
I seen a picture of you and Rihanna the other day, right? From the what is it, the Diamond Ball?
Yeah, she had a charity
and I said,
ball.
That would be a nice something together. But
a song?
Yeah.
I actually did a song with Rihanna before. I actually did a song with Rihanna in like 2007, but it wasn't like Rihanna now, but it was.
Right.
Rihanna.
And now you guys are on Rock Nation, so maybe that's a good way to help because they have such a roster over there. They could just be like, oh, we'll put you with this person, and I'm sure you'd be with it.
Yeah, but I ain't really like, I definitely ain't using Rock Nation for,
you
connect me to
though.
Jay and
Well,
Rihanna.
not to Jay, but I'm just saying other people that they have, like, that
I mean,
maybe
if
you
it
wouldn't
comes,
have thought
I would
of.
want it to be off of our relationship or a song that I don't want to be like tapping Tata like, yo.
You and Victor Cruz on a song or something?
Yeah, you know what? Can I get some CC's or Bathia tickets? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather just develop our own relationships and build off of that than, look like the guy that's trying to get handout.
Are you keeping it 80s themed though?
It's
Like,
business.
is the album 80s themed?
The album is kind of 90s themed. It's 3 different ways it's themed off of it. It's there's a couple flips. Like there's a song that me and Chris Brown did. We did Uchi Wally over.
Okay.
And there was a song with me, Nicki, and Trey Songz where we did.
Now let's talk about that song. I heard that song is crazy.
Why you say it was? What happened?
Well, we had some clearance issues, so
what happened?
out of nowhere.
I knew you were gonna say
nah, it wasn't even. It's the song. It's the people, the old people. J. Cole just. I listened to J. Cole album the other day when I was going to Canada, and he was at the end venting about sample clearances and stuff like that, and it was so on the money, man. Because when you do these projects, you know, after you do the work, it turns into another job of even just getting songs cleared. And you know, I understand, you know, it's their work and they want to get paid for it, but they shouldn't just withhold or stop you from, you know what I'm saying? And it's really hurtful too after you've made a song and, you know, you've put all of this work into making a song, and then they just come back and be like, no.
Like, didn't somebody else sample that song before you did, though? Right?
Exactly.
I've heard it. What song y'all sampled?
LL's Doing It Well.
Got you.
So it's before LL, there was another version of it, so that you have. I don't want to put who said no to it, but it's still being worked too.
This is what I understand. Why don't y'all ever say who it was? Because even on the J. Cole, he bleeped out whoever he was talking about.
Because it could hurt you potentially.
He's still trying to get it done.
Got you. You don't want to make like you on them and saying, yeah, you know.
Right.
Forget this person. They're now it's really over.
Do they ask to hear the record? Like you got to send them the record?
Yeah, you have to send the record, and they'll listen to it and just be like, no.
Damn it, man.
Now, how often does it happen? Like what happened allegedly with Drake and Diddy? Does this happen to you a lot, where you have the same track as somebody, and then you know y'all both, and then somebody else ends up putting it out before you, and you're like, damn, that was my song.
Well, I think Drake's. I don't know the situation, but Drake, I guess, you know, just wanted to put the song out for himself. You know, from what I've heard, it was something where I guess Diddy felt the way because it was a song curated or the beat was made in his session. It was supposed to be for him. And what I heard is Drake took it and then he put it out on his own. With me, it's happened with a few songs where even one of my biggest songs, Make Me Better, was given to Eve. And Eve had it as some kind of like album cut, and we had to like go sit with Eve and be like, please give us the song. Like, this is a hit single for me. And she actually gave it up, you know what I'm saying? We had dinner with her and kicked it with her.
You schmoozed her to get
You had to schmooze to get a drunk
the wine and diner, you know.
Sign this right here.
You did the opposite of what Diddy did.
Yeah.
You was nice about the situation.
It was a woman though too. Yeah.
Is it ever worth a smack though?
It depends how it was. It depends how it was done. This and it's, you know, it's a generation gap too. So there's a little respect, I guess, you know, where the Diddy and Drake line is, and I don't know where their relationship, you know, how far it goes, but I know there's, you know, there's issues that be happening between the generations where you feel like it's a little respect that should be happening there. It happens. It's happened to me. It's happened to, you know, I've seen it play out in other people's, you know, situations as well.
How hard is it to be loyal in the business? Because I look at you, I've always seen you around Lenny S. Of course, you've been signed to DJ Clue from day one, Desert Storm, but then you see the issues with like Lil Wayne and what Baby going through. How have you remained loyal to your squad?
I mean, it's just a relationship that you have with them, and my loyalty to them is based on, you know, how they are loyal to me. You know what I'm saying? I think you treat people as you want to be treated. Sometimes I think, you know, within the game too, it's hard because, you know, people get egos, people get famous and they change a little bit, or the things around them change. But you know, it just depends what kind of person you are too. I think everybody that knows me knows how I am and how I've been for, you know, Envy has been in my career since, you know, the beginning as well. You know what I'm saying? And even if we don't.
But I think you argue. I think you include arguments before and each other.
That's a part of friendship.
Argument
there's been arguments. There's been disagreements. Even it's never. But it's also between the people too. How when people take it outside of that, that's where it gets a little messy and stuff too, because people get to see it, and now it's a spectacle for the world too. You know what I'm saying? I think Lil Wayne and Birdman have had differences, but it was never to the world. And, you know, once that gets put out there to the world, then it changes, you know, the dynamic of it.
Have you ever had to call Clue and check him about some money? Like, hey, this is coming up short.
No, not about no money. We never had no money what's the name? He's had me do stuff for
For what?
For less money than I wanted, or finagle the money somehow, finesse me out of money. So, but it's never been, what I'm saying. This is gonna start a war now. So he
What
can
do
come
you-
back and say, "Yo, I never finesse him out no money."
You know, Cliff get mad quick.
I know he does. He gonna text us.
It's just it's just sticking up for yourself.
Now,
you know?
well, since Envy's in here, what do you and Envy argue about?
I don't even remember. We might have. What do we ever argue about?
'Cause Envy's very
it might have been
sensitive.
something back in the Envy is definitely.
He's
And he
super
won't let you
sensitive.
know though. Like that's
He
the
just
only
hold a
thing about
grudge,
it.
right? You just walk in,
Exactly.
not
He be
knowing
like,
he's
yo,
mad.
you gotta hit him. Like, yo, Envy, we good. Like, what's
I
what's
just
up with
told
you?
somebody
But
that
he's
just
tight
talking
at you.
about
He's
that.
tight. Then you could tell by the way he say, "Nah, we good. Nah,
Yeah,
we not
nah, we
good,
good.
bro. Like,
Oh,
what's going on?"
man.
You gotta
But
like, it's
I
like a
think
chick.
it might
You
have been
gotta
a
get it
while
out
ago.
of him.
It hasn't been anything of recent.
Why do you act like that,
I
man?
don't know.
I'm light skinned.
you see
But
when
that's
him-
how you have to know it. Is the kind of person he don't even like to make it.
He's like a chick, like, what's wrong? Nothing.
Right.
But you know something's wrong.
I wouldn't say you like a chick.
No, you like a chick.
But that was
Yeah, no.
Did you see when Drama was in here? He sat here
had a
for
little-
20 minutes and didn't say a word.
during the whole
to
interview
Drama.
with an attitude.
But did they address it? And
We had
figure it
to.
out?
We addressed it
Okay.
after.
We was like, Envy, you
I
haven't
didn't
said a
wanna
word
address
this whole
it on the
interview.
mic.
Is
I was
everything
like,
okay?
After the interview, and then they brought it up, and then Drama was like, "What's up?" So we addressed it there. I didn't want to say it on air. I said, we'll talk later.
But you gonna sit here with an attitude the whole interview?
Absolutely.
I'm not I don't have a lot of conflicts within the game, but when I do, like I have to like kind of address it a little bit, because it's just, even whether I take it to the next level or if we just have to have a conversation, I can't sit like how I can't sit and just be on mute. Like steam would be coming out my ears.
It
I mean,
was.
you never had too many public conflicts,
Yeah, he
except
sure
for
hasn't.
Ray J. That's about it.
Yeah, the Ray J one was just it was a funny thing, man. And it kind of originated here because he called y'all,
They
right?
called
Like,
us, yeah.
Definitely originated
yo,
here.
I woke up that morning, my phone was on fire, man. My phone was dead from vibrating that morning. Like, it was crazy.
Have you seen him since then?
I've seen Ray J. Like, at first when it was more awkward it just seemed like the people around was just waiting to see
what's gonna
something
happen
pop
now?
off or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like, but
Is he gonna
and
sock
I
him
even
again?
had to tell like him, like, yo, it's no, you know what I mean? I don't have no, I'm not looking for you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Because it just be attention, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
People
should have
be-
been saying that to you. He's the one that was saying he was going to have
Nah,
his
but I
guys
knew
rape you with
nothing
his...
was. No, I knew that was for the Breakfast Club. Or,
It was, though.
That was weird, though. Like, who said, like, you got to really mean it
That's
if you
a
say
real
something
threat.
like
It was
that.
hilarious.
That didn't scare you at all? Like the booty going part didn't scare you?
Not one bit.
Did he apologize, at least?
They were trying to. This is another thing. They were trying to have like a sit down, like Farrakhan meeting about it, and I was just like, we don't need to do that, man. Like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
not
They
that
were like calling
serious.
people around, and Clue was like, "Yo, do you wanna?" I'm like, "Clue, man,
Clue
get
can
off
fix
my
it."
phone, man. We're not having a sit down about it. It's not even that serious, you know. Well, on my side, it's not
Right.
that serious. So, you know, I don't think we need to get Russell Simmons and all that involved.
Damn it, man.
Now, I saw you on the Young OG project. There's a song called Cinnamon Apple.
Yeah.
And I was wondering where that came from, because I saw some people on social media. A dude, Tax, was talking about how, well, he was defending you because people were giving you flack for using Instagram quotes and Instagram slang, stuff you see on the internet. I'm like,
First of
what's
all,
wrong with that?
First of all, Instagram is a humongous tool for everything. Everything everybody does is for the gram in this generation. So there's
Absolutely.
no way in the world people just want to have something to have flack back at. And you know, these people that are on Instagram giving you flack have done nothing in life, and they want to just be able. This is what they do for life. They make comments about what you do.
Trolling.
So, with that being said, the song is called Cinnamon Apple because I got the idea from the Cinnamon Apple, whatever that YouTube
The video, yeah,
video
yeah.
of it was. And it's really a story about a girl that did me wrong. And it kind of just went with the Cinnamon Apple story because that girl supposedly did him wrong. There's a funny sample thing with that, too. We had to have Kevin Hart recite it over because you have to get that cleared, a YouTube video. You have to get the person in the video cleared, and then you have to get the person who put the video up. It's just,
That's
the
crazy.
sample is just ridiculous.
Right.
Like, it's really
Everybody
going
trying to
too
cover
far.
their ass.
And the crazy thing is, you've always done that, though. You've always used current events or what's going on, and so to me, the stuff that's on the
I
internet,
just thought it
stuff
was
that's going on.
fun. It's people know about it. You know what I'm saying? It's my rendition of the story, but I just use something to bring people, and people been doing that since the beginning of hip hop.
And you have the single lituation. Did you make that word up? Because I had never heard it.
It's been around, floating around for a minute.
You just made it popular now.
Yeah, I had.
What the hell does that even mean?
It
A lit
means
situation?
A lit situation.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
okay.
You figured it out.
Complete sense.
All right.
when
You go to a party and it's a situation, and then when you start throwing ones, it becomes a lituation.
How do you use that in a sentence?
He just
Last
did.
night my boy Ruggs was in Starlets, and I heard it was a lituation.
It's always a lituation.
What up, Mr. Ruggs?
That could be a shooting too with Ruggs involved. That could be.
You can play it however you want it. Without saying it was a shooting, it was just a lituation. It's a little lituation.
I think it's more of a
night.
positive, right? It was.
You know, I'm not going
It
to
could
put
go
the shooting
either
on
which
Ruggs.
way.
I'm
Why
just
would you
gonna
do
say-
that, Charlamagne?
Now the
Ruggs
young-
has a reputation.
No, he
that
doesn't.
precedes him.
First of
Ruggs
all,
changed his life.
Ruggs is a reformed man. He's like Carlito coming out of jail. Like,
He's a different man now. He's a good
he's a
guy.
brand ambassador for Duce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Let him live, yo.
Doing
Don't-
this thing out here, man. Let's look in the future and in the
Absolutely.
present.
Now,
instead
Fab,
of
is
the
there a
past.
lot of pressure on you every time you go in the club? I think people always expect you going to be in there balling out. It's going to be a lituation every time you step in. Do you sometimes feel like, man, I don't even want to go in here and buy all these bottles, and I just want to chill and have one drink and be out?
I mean, there's two sides of it. When you're going out, you know you're going out, and because I guess you're in the light of the people, you know what I'm saying, you have to entertain that. And then there's sometimes you just, you on your chill, and you're in your section, and you do. It's just, I guess, what kind of night you want to make it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on my chill, I'm pretty chill.
Because I know people see Fab, they be like, oh, I'm going to his table because I know
They
you're
do
about
that
to.
with anybody, though. I think, I think me, in general, they think I have this like persona though too. Like I'm just this party animal.
You do. I don't know why.
womanizing. Like I have every chick in the world. It's
You used
just,
to go out a lot more
I think
before,
social
though.
media
Not
changed that
anymore.
though. Like when I see you now, I see you're funny. You seem like a very father type, like you and your kids.
yeah. I mean, that was one thing that changed a lot of the direction of what I do too, because you have a kid and your kids are. I don't think a lot of people realize that, you know what I'm saying? These kids are watching it. Even if it ain't your kid, there's a lot of
Absolutely.
other kids watching.
They
what
go to
you do.
school and they're
Right.
talking about
Let's
it.
talk about your son for a second. Did you pay him to be on your album cover?
I didn't pay him. That's just a part of price of being my son. Just gotta do what I actually do.
Just do it. Just
So
sit
he
there
didn't
and
ask
be
for
out.
clearance. That was the easiest one thing you could get cleared for that.
Nah, Emily asked me, I didn't sign off on him being,
That's
being
right.
on the cover. I said, I ain't sign off on him being in a reality show either.
Oh, argument at home.
That was an argument that night. That was an argument
Have
that
you
night.
shut
does, she,
that down?
does she know about this holiday card too that he's on?
Nah, it's already done and deal. He's on the cover. Like anything that comes with that, just rolls out. Like
Have you shut her reality show dreams down?
Oh
yet?
no.
I didn't shut it down. I think she, outgrew it as far as like, or did it as much as she could. I didn't control that.
It works
I
for
controlled
her.
me being on. I wasn't a part of it, but
It works
didn't-
for her though. She got the shoe deal, which is a huge
Yeah,
lituation for her.
yeah, it's a lituation for her. You know what I'm saying? She got the shoe deal. She's got other things. And, that's what I think it was
It worked.
done for. You know what I'm saying? To create a personality and to
Right.
expose that and get other.
It ain't like she went on there and started
Situation.
dating somebody else and did nothing crazy. Like, you know.
I mean, it opens a door to your
Right.
your life, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really with that whole kind of situation just because of the way the whole show is. It's just a
It's garbage.
Gumbo pot of
and plus
relationships.
Fab was getting a lot of heat from that too because they was making him look like he was just.
He
That
looked
was
like the
that
bad
was
guy
Not
at first.
showing
that
up.
was to try to get me to come on, like,
Defend
you know what I'm
yourself.
saying? They're like, yeah, you gotta come defend yourself. No, I don't.
He was just
I
not
don't
showing up for
gotta-
photo shoots with the whole
Yeah.
family.
I was like, yeah, you're not gonna show up to the photo shoot. Not if it's on camera. I'm not.
Now, how was Fab as a father? Now, we see pictures of you taking your son to school. Now, how are you as a dad? Are you coaching your son, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm tough on him, but at the same time,
Because Fab
I
used to be
wanna-
nice and ball, by the way.
Yeah, I mean,
He said used to,
he
like,
just
he's
got into
terrible
basketball.
now.
Actually, he was pretty much just a superhero kind of kid, and then he got into basketball. Right now, he's into wrestling, kind of big, which I'm halfway about. It's fun, but I don't want my kid to be like a wrestling fanatic.
Right.
Why?
I don't know.
Kids love that.
Sometimes
Like,
kids
it's
be
very
weirdos. I don't know.
You don't want him running around in his underwear, jumping off the couch, elbowing you instead.
Jumping and landing on men and all that. Nah, it's cool as a kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just, kids get fanatical about it.
Probably because you weren't that into it, so you can't really.
It was cool when I knew like Hulk Hogan and all of them growing up. I just wasn't a fanatic.
Right.
I see my son getting a little fanatical.
Being a little too crazy.
Yeah, he wants to wrestle every time I come in the house. Like,
Now, people always say Fabolous should be way bigger than he is. Do you believe that as well?
I don't know. There's pros and cons of that. I'm sure there's artists that you would consider have sold way more albums or been bigger, and they haven't been as consistent or relevant throughout their whole course of their career. So even me riding a line like this, but riding it for longer than going here, and then all you can do is come down. I mean, I'm content with what I've done. I'm comfortable. My family's good. People still have an interest when I put out music. I would say I have a fan base rather than just like you put out a song and people connect to your song and then don't even really know who you are, which I think happens a lot nowadays.
Right.
So of course I'm not satisfied. I would love to do more. I would love to make more moves. That's my whole thing for 2015 is just moves. Like I just want #moves.
Right.
I just want to do things where you be like, okay, he's making moves.
Is there anything that you wish you would have done in your career that you turned down? Like, damn, I should have did that. That you think could have accelerated the situation?
No, but there's a couple things that I didn't do that I think it worked out for me. I had an opportunity to leave Clue when we first got signed. We was at Interscope, and I guess they fired Clue. And yeah, Clue is not the best record exec, but they got rid of Clue, and they asked me did I want to just stay with Interscope or leave and go with Desert Storm, and I actually chose to leave and go with Desert Storm because that's who brought me in there, and I didn't really know the Interscope staff, even though it was hard for you to just walk away from a record deal that you just got in those times. That's what you're looking at was the goal. You know what I'm saying? So I had to say, you know what, let me stick to my guns and roll with the loyalty over, going here, and who knows where that could have went. I also I got an opportunity to when number 50 was signing everybody, I think around, was it 05?
Yeah, when they grabbed MOP and Mob D.
Yeah. And they wanted me to do the G Unit thing, and I just didn't, just for already what I had done, I didn't really see myself kind of under that umbrella as a, you know what I'm saying?
But you were signed at that time, right? Def Jam? Oh, you were at that lecture that time.
Yeah, I was definitely signed, but it was kind of a thing where they would get
crew.
me and just make me G Unit
Right.
kind of thing, and I just didn't see that really working for me.
What did Clue them say about that? Did they want you to do it, or they was like, I don't know?
Nah, it was really my decision, really, and it came directly to me, so it wasn't even a Clue in them decision. I would have ended up coming to them and being like, yo, I'm rolling with the unit. And then, but that didn't happen.
Now, what about acting? Because I see you acting in the trailer and everything. Is that something that you are considering doing now?
And
I don't
directing.
think I'm the best actor. I like putting the things together, and I will star in it, of course, because it's my thing. But I think if I went into full-fledged acting, I would need like some help. And
Like some real training and
now my
take it
brother,
seriously?
Paul Kane, he's an actor. He's low key really an actor. Like, and I think he really should go to Hollywood and pursue acting somehow. But
Okay.
You got to put the gun down.
I mean, we've been
Everybody
telling
gotta
him
put-
Would
that.
you
man.
stop it, Charlamagne? It's like dry snitching. What is wrong with you?
dry snitching.
This is the kind of things that
I'm
come
not-
up when people have a deposition and they bring out the Breakfast Club interview where you said this,
I am
and
a
that.
journalist.
You want to get all my friends.
I know.
locked
That's
up.
what happens.
It's just I'm listening from what I hear from the music. I don't know anything else.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we appreciate you joining us. You could actually pre-order it right now. It comes out on Christmas Day.
Yup.
11 tracks. Now, usually when you come out with a record, you always put out a big smash single, like a big radio record. You didn't do this yet. Why not yet?
Because I didn't want to approach it like, I wanted to approach it more like how I approached the mixtapes more
Right.
than I wanted to approach it like an album. And I wanted to even deliver it and push it the same way or do mixtapes too, because I just kind of let stuff go and continuously work it.
Right.
Do a mixtape. Album wise, I guess they look for the biggest song, try to put it on the radio, give it that week. But I don't even think that whole
it's dead. That conventional way of doing it is dead.
Conventional way of pushing records is not. And that was my whole thing going into this. That's why I said let's release it digital, because a lot of things are going digital. There's not even that many CD stores. I think even you do a physical, I wanted to make it a piece of art where you do a certain number of them and people, can hold that and say, I got one of the 10,000 ones made or something like that. Not base it on physical copy when people are not going in those stores and people are getting into their phone or their computers or however. And that's the way it's going. It's every single person. Maybe not the hood is not that savvy to it yet, but that's the way the generation is going. And
is it hard to figure out a rollout nowadays?
No, I like the way I roll. I like just giving people content and just keep coming and rolling into it more than I like the conventional way of just picking a single and people judging it off the single or the radio. Because when you put the radio single, it got to be a radio single. It can't be Lituation. You know what I'm saying? Lituation is a cool joint, but that's more just to stir the bottom of the pot and make people like, get into the project.
But like with your last mixtape should have been an album.
That could have been an album.
I mean, you had radio records, street records, club records.
Samples would have.
I guess you're right.
So that's the cool thing about doing mixtapes too, that you don't have to worry about
a sample, right?
What's the point of giving out free music nowadays?
I mean, it keeps you. For me, it kept me from being dormant, where you didn't hear anything from me.
You get a nice money for the clubs and everything.
Yeah, that
perform.
comes around too. You get performances. We went on tours, off of the tape. Well, not just off of the tape, but you were able to perform new music at the tour, and that keeps you relevant as far as even within your fan base, even if it doesn't have the same broadness as an album because your label has a little bit more reach and money, but it still keeps you, going.
Are you happy with Def Jam?
Yeah, Def Jam is.
He looks at the Def Jam rep.
Cool. That's the homies.
Well, Def Jam rep told me to say that you could pre-order today. Go pre-order the album. It's in stores Christmas Day, and we appreciate you joining us, Fab.
Thank you for the Christmas card.
Yeah, I got some more stuff for y'all, man. I see that you're not happy with it.
No, I'm happy with it. It's cute.
And
We're going to hang it up.
Has your son ever argued with you about how to spell fabulous?
Nah, I don't think he even know how to spell fabulous.
A whole generation does it because of you, Fab.
I be seeing those tweets like, yo, I lost my spelling bee because of that. I'm like, man, what the hell up?
I lost the spelling bee.
It's the Breakfast Club. It's Fab.